Hey, what's happening, everybody? Mac the Duelist coming at you from the TCG Enterprise, where we talk about all your favorite card games. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what's my Blackwing Matt doing out here today, you guys? We just did a Blackwing deck profile. Yeah, exactly. But as a special occasion for today, it's not only my birthday, so yay, happy birthday to me, but at the same time, you guys, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about the YCS. The pros, the cons, the first time experience, to go ahead and just kind of like set you guys up for all you new timers who are going to want to go, and then at least I could say that I experienced a YCS. I'll be honest with you, man, it was definitely something to experience. It's definitely different from your locals and from your regionals. And I'll be honest with you, I came a little bit unprepared. I'm gonna bring it up with you guys right now. My deck, I did not know that I had to submit it. I figured it was already verified, so it would do an auto submit or however. Or at least I thought I hit the submit button, whatever. Either way, they marked it as a round loss just because I didn't submit it correctly. Whatever. I didn't get the coin, which is unfortunate because I was really looking forward to it. But oh well, there's always next year or maybe the year after. And then at the same time, the competition that was there, it was very one-sided. I'll be honest with you, it was very one-sided. Tearlaments everywhere. Every Tearlament variant was out there. Tearlament Sprite. And there was the new Ishizu Tearlaments with the new Ishizu cards. It was insane. There was a few Sprite players. There was a few Floowandereeze players. Majority of all of it, though, was Tearlament. 75% of the competition was Tearlament. Oh, yeah. It wasn't anything less. I was surprised myself, to be very honest, as to how much there was there. I figured it was going to be a good majority, not literally like 3/4 of the competition was going to be Tearlament. And then when it boosted up into the top 32, it boosted from 75 to 81%. That is insane. Those are very high amounts of numbers. So anyways, I'm not going to go rushing into how it went, but I'm going to basically just tell you out for the key cards and what was basically expected when I was playing. So, unfortunately, you guys, when I tried to decide to go ahead and drop out after round 3 to get out into round 4, because I figured I was already beat by this time. I'm already tired. I didn't want to do too much. And I was really starting to feel the effects of it. The moment that I did that, because I was already going, at the time, I went, my first deck, I went up against was Ishizu Tearlaments. But of course, that one was the round loss one. Afterwards, I went into it and I played against a hero deck. That was actually a pretty good match. It was pretty fun. We were kind of new. And so we didn't know exactly what was going on. So, but that's okay. It was still a fun experience. We still had fun. The third match that I had was also against Ishizu Tearlaments. But the thing is that my opponent didn't show up. So that was a drop onto their part. They probably had already, they were probably having something going on. I don't know. They probably went 0-2 and they just didn't want to do it anymore. Who knows? But either way, they got knocked out. So that at least gave me a round win. So I was, I was 0-1 at that point. No, I was 0-2. Sorry, I was 0-2 at that point. Then I went 1-2 at that point. I went 1-2. And it wasn't too bad. It was fairly decent. And then this one guy who was next to me was in the same predicament, because when you go over to the YCS, you're going to get a lot of dropouts. So then that just gives you the round win. And so you just kind of just sit there, or you just, socialize or whatever. So I ended up going in there and I'm like, hey, you want to do it? He's like, yeah, fuck it. All right, let's go. So literally the guy next to me was like, all right, let's just do this here. So we literally just faced off against each other in one match. Now, the unfortunate thing is that because the judges are so, uptight in these competitions and everything like that. We had to turn in our slips, even though they were drops, because they were expected of it. Whatever. So we did. But he was playing he was playing Ishizu Crashalia tournament, and that was actually a pretty interesting match. We had a lot of fun. And that was a good highlighting of my night for just to have fun with. And then afterwards I went into it, and the last match was a really bad match for me, and I'll be honest with you, because I'll be honest right now, Simoon. With Simoon's effect, it allows you to go ahead and get an additional normal summon. I was playing against a Flow Wonderies player. Now, this guy was a jerk, because this guy would not let me get off for my additional normal summon. I told him, hey, it has the same components out for a Cyber Dragon. Control no monsters. I could go ahead and bring this thing out with a reveal of my hand, and then using basically effect from hand to banish out one, to go ahead and get the Black Whirlwind out, so you cannot ash that. And then at the same time, I'll go ahead and bring out for Simoon. That conducts out for a non-tributed summon, which allows you to grant a regular normal summon, which did not happen, unfortunately. Go figure. But in any case, I was too tired at this point. I was too exhausted to call for a judge, so I don't care. But anyways, yeah. But Simoon definitely took the cake for the night. He was definitely a trooper, and I'd expect nothing else less from this card. I tried to combo off as best as I could, but they had too many disruptions, and they started milling half of my deck out, and I'm just like, okay, this is not going to pan out so good. If I'm getting half of my deck milled out, and most of the cards that I'm trying to get out, I cannot get out because they keep disrupting it. And not only that, I'm also going out with half of my deck at the same time. This was 46 cards in my deck, and then unfortunately, I was not able to get out everything. Next card that was actually a really good key card, you guys, in the night was Sudri. Sudri saw a lot of play with getting out Vada and getting out with a lot of things too. So was Shamal. Shamal was a good one. Vada's right here. Vada played a key component. I had a lot of times where I was getting out for the Black Feather Rollman. It was really, really good. I was able to get out a lot of things, but like I said, disruptions is the number one thing. They wouldn't let me play much, and like I said, there was a lot of players there. I would have actually expected to play against a Mystic Mind player. There were some there, but unfortunately, I never got paired up with them. I had to play against 3 Terra Element players, two Terra Element players, 2 Terra Element players, 1 Heroes, and 1 Flow Wonderies. Which, by the way, after the Flow Wonderies, I tried to go ahead and drop out, and the head judge up there was a jerk. They said that I missed out by 5 seconds. Really? 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. And because of those 5 seconds, they're going to count it as a loss. So literally, in retrospect, I went 1-4. Just because of that stupid 5 seconds. I feel like they made that rule up. But it's like, well, so what, dude? Like, the matches haven't even started. The pairing started, sure. But it's like, well, so what? Just drop me out, dude. It's all the same. When I go to Magic tournaments and I'm playing in there and I'm playing for Modern, if I don't want to end up playing and I'm already paired off, I'm like, dude, just give my guy the win. They're not going to count that as a loss. They're going to count it as a dropout. But, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely different from Magic the Gathering, but, whatever. Anyways, key card of the tournament, I would definitely have to say Accessicode Talker. I brought this thing out twice. It was so much fun. I brought out Accessicode Talker. I smacked real hard with it. It was really, really good. Blackwing Dragon, same thing. That was the best part of the night. Also, I got to meet my favorite YouTubers, you guys. Crush Cards. I'm going to give them a tag right now. You guys can go ahead and follow them, you guys. A shout out to Crush Cards. Yeah. Give them a shout out, you guys. Give them some love. Give them some support. I got to take a picture with them, which was really, really awesome. My mask was up because unfortunately, they're still under a pandemic rule. So, but either way, I mean, I got to meet them and it was really, really cool. I was in the verge of getting cards signed, but I didn't want to overwhelm them too much. But a simple picture says 1,000 words, and I'm actually more happier with the picture. And I'm looking hopefully to do some collab work with them in the future. Hopefully, depends on how often I meet them and if we maybe have a match one day. That would be pretty fun too. Black Feather Whirlwind was another card. That one came out a lot. That one definitely came out a lot. Of course, Black Whirlwind. That was literally one of the best key cards that had come out. Small World. I unfortunately had misplayed this, at least in the beginning. I didn't mean to. I tried, but the first time jitters, it just really gets you into the competition. So unfortunately, just be expectant of that. Let's see what else was here. What else? Okay, Bestials. I was not able to get my Bestials out. You know what they did to me? They milled out my Bestials, and then they stole them from me so they can get the effect off their own Bestial. Oh yeah, you can do that with a Shizu tier limit. I didn't know you could do that, but because you mill it off, and then you can take one card, they start shuffling your opponent's cards back into the deck, but then at the same time, they can start taking your opponent's cards and use it on their side of the field, and then he'll have his effect go off on the end phase. That's ridiculous. So, that's basically it for the deck, you guys. As far as like key components go, I would definitely say though that if you guys are going to eat over there at your YCS and all that, pack up some food, because you get really hungry. You do. But the lunch periods there was really, really weird. So I don't know. Oh, by the way, I picked up some new sleeves for the zombies. So stay tuned for another zombie updated deck profile, you guys. There's going to be another updated one there. And that's basically it. Oh, and also I had one match. It was a casual match with my guy, John, or Jarek, from Team Forbidden. And it was actually pretty cool. Shout out to them, too, for taking me. It was pretty fun. But, yeah, he had a fun match with me because I just did a whole bunch of wild stuff. And unfortunately, I couldn't record the match at the time, but it was a pretty fun match, just casually with him. And I got a lot of stuff out that time there. I wasn't under the pressure because it was just a fun, casual match. So there was nothing on the line. So, but either way. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I know this is kind of a weird video, but hey, I'm just telling you guys my speak on for YCS and my experience towards it. If you guys experience your YCS, let me know down below. And I'll see you guys all in the next time. Happy gaming.